PFT Media.
Hello.
Hello. You couldn't hear me because my mic was muted. You're fine.
No, my mic was off and my headphones are through my mic, so I really
Jesus. Jesus. Get your shit together.
I know.
Yeah, I'm recording, by the way. Also, I'm eating because I thought we'd do it at 6 and then turned in 30 minutes was 30 minutes ago. Thanks. God damn it, dog. Y'all can't hear her because the Zoom noise suppression is so good. But I did something, I did a Google meeting with some people playing the pirate roleplay shit. I hate fucking, them motherfuckers just need to get on Zoom. Zoom is monopoly for a reason. This shit is wonderful. The noise suppression is amazing, everybody.
How come I'd never heard of Zoom before this pandemic?
Because why the fuck would you?
But it's like everybody was like already ready to go. Like
I don't
so
know.
many.
Because they cooperate with the feds and they got venture capital and I don't know. And
All right.
plus it's easy to say. It's Zoom.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Google Hangouts. What the fuck does that do? The fuck you want to Google my Hangout? What the fuck is that? How you find that in the fucking app store? Now Zoom, you tell a fucking boomer grandma, she can spell Zoom.
That's true. That's true. Hey, congrats on going viral.
I went viral, but it don't feel viral.
I know. I mean, it's not super viral, but you got like 50,000 views in like 12 hours.
Because I got stoned in the Joanne parking lot fabrics, made fun of fucking rich dudes in pickup trucks. Yeah.
That's how you do it.
Notice the follow-up videos have gotten almost no traction.
But it's always like that, dude.
I know. And because they don't hear the gospel. They don't hear the gospel.
Yeah, they just want to hear you be funny.
They do want to hear me they want to hear me say, I can't be idling like that.
Yeah, that's it. That's the part.
That's it. That's why I started hashtagging the rest of them with the I can't be idling like that.
121,000 in 23 hours. That's pretty good.
Wait, it's 121,000?
That's what I keep telling you all day. Like,
fuck. It's,
the Radicalizing Rednecks account is like going up. It's pretty cool. Never seen some shit like that.
Yeah, I tagged F-150 and truck and leftist and shit. I figured out the tags, I guess. But
you should have gone to Tacoma. We need a technical.
I do need. I mean, what we do need a technical, and
I'm working on that.
I'm working on getting an anti-aircraft gun for the bed of my truck, but I've been working on that for fucking 20 years. I've been working on that since before I had a truck. I've been wanting a Zeus, a ZS-23 anti-aircraft gun for a long time. Dog, that's where the cables are. Get the fuck away from that spot. Go on the other side.
My Kia needs a scud.
You want some steak? Dude, you can buy a scud. You just can't buy the missile.
Well, but that's the good part.
Yeah, I know.
What are y'all trying to start like a Far Cry 5 like cult? Like
no, man.
No, more like a Fark, not a Far Cry.
Yeah.
That's a joke for Tim.
Yeah, that is a
100%.
joke for me. Google it though, and Google it, FARC Colombian destinations, and also don't ever trust the government when they tell you give up your heavy weapons. But
yeah,
that's just me putting that out there to any leftist groups listening to us. If the government promises you something in exchange for anti-aircraft weapons, they're lying. You're never gonna get them PS5s. Free Republic of Texas or whatever. You'll never get PS5s if you give up your Stingers you raided from the fucking military. I don't know. I guarantee you every message we've ever sent just got read by some fucking nerd at the NSA.
Yeah, we got prisoned.
That combination of words that just got said out loud definitively just added us to watch. Hey guys, I know we can't fly right now, but until we try.
You guys are wild.
Mark was a Colombian rebel group, Brittany, that made a deal with the government, and then the government betrayed them pretty bad. And
surprise.
Yeah, I know. So, what do y'all want to talk about this week other than fucking the shit that's just the same shit always?
I got notes. I got more notes.
Good. The only thing I've got is steak that I didn't get to eat because I got in too late last night.
And I have videos.
Oh my God, I want to see these videos so bad.
Hey,
I'm not even bullshitting you. I love the videos that you'll share. It's like, how the fuck do you find these things?
I got 2 Dan Crenshaw videos.
Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
But wait, should we just like start with the inauguration and just get all that shit out of the way?
Didn't we do an inauguration special for a reason?
We did, but I got a bunch of stuff left.
All right, then fucking fire away with
An
it.
old guy is now president.
An old rich white man is the president of the United States again, everybody.
The leftists are already bitching about it.
No, yes, they should be. It should be. I don't know why.
That's what I said last time.
In my opinion, you should not be able to be president if you voted for the Iraq War. But I'm controversial.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's a controversial thing that I don't want the president to say he was a senator from a bank. But but whatever. I mean, that's what Democrats love is Joe Biden. Now, I would have voted for the Onion version of Joe Biden. Which, let's be real, is just what they're going to say about me if I ever actually got famous in politics. They're going to pretend I'm a redneck that does I set up pools during the summer because I don't want to work or whatever. Like, the Onion version of Joe Biden is significantly cooler than the real version of Joe Biden we got.
Yeah, right? Absolutely.
But I will tell y'all this. I would pay good money to hang out with Hunter Biden.
Yeah? He's cocaine crazy?
We know what to use that money on.
Yeah, I mean, y'all ever seen Secession?
No, that's on my list.
Keep meaning to.
It's fucking horrific and awful, but great. But the kid in that, he goes to a crack house and he's got money and he's like, I have a credit card, guys. And like, that's what I want to happen with Hunter Biden. Like I want Hunter Biden to show up and be like, do you know any strippers, Big Tim? Yeah. Yeah, I know some strippers, Big Tim.
Y'all got a Daytona and party.
Yeah, I'm gonna send some message and be like, "Hey, I want 1%, but I'm bringing Hunter Biden with me." You know what I mean?
Is Cheater still there?
I don't know. I'd take him to Inner Cabaret because it's owned by people that own dancers. I'm pretty sure he's a DuPont.
Yeah,
that's the rumor that he was a DuPont of DuPont Chemicals. But let's hear them notes about the inauguration of the all white man, Britt.
let me see if I can make some sense here about all this. Okay, we don't have to...
Orange Man is bad is gone now.
Yeah,
was it just a
Orange Man bad? Actually, that kind of looks like a brunch man. All right, I have pardons on here. Explain to me what's going on with these pardons. What, like, I know this is a little old news, but like, I saw this thing it was on CNN of all fucking places. Showed all the numbers of the pardons from like Obama, Trump, Bush, and I think Clinton.
Right.
And Obama pardoned like almost 2,000 people.
Yeah, because Obama did this thing. It was, and he didn't go far enough. He pardoned a bunch of non-violent drug offenders that got hit with laws that were out of date that should have been pardoned by fucking Bush or Clinton. So he gets to bump them numbers up. He also pardoned some shitty people. I want to talk about for the fact that Trump did our boy Joe Exotic dirty, man.
Yeah.
What happened to fucking Joe Exotic was going to get free?
Was he really though, or were they just talking about that?
I don't know, but it fucking felt like a betrayal.
Yeah.
He didn't drain the swamp or free Joe Exotic. What the fuck did Trump actually do?
I know, but dude, do you really want a person like Joe Exotic walking around free? That dude's crazy.
I mean, no, but I don't also. Florida? I mean, like, you act like that's just not what I would have become if I got an out-of-court settlement when I was fucking 15 and was into dudes and tigers. You know what I mean? Like there goes but the grace of God go with the eye. He didn't fucking kill nobody. He wanted to kill somebody. He sent somebody real bad. He you know, it's one of them things like he's so bad at it. It's like, because didn't the dude just take the money to a strip club?
I think so, yeah.
Plus, anybody, and you know what? Anybody gives Carol Baskin shit can suck my dick. Her husband's the kind of dude that had money to fly away to South America with tigers. Fuck him. He probably we talked about this before. I'm pretty sure Cubans fucking put him in the bottom of the ocean or whatever.
You don't think she did it? Wait, what?
She might have, but you know,
she might have. Like her husband was not a nice guy. Like he dealt with shady people. He ended his life ended in a shady way.
Wait, so you're on Carol Baskin's side?
Yeah, I am kind of. Have you ever dealt with the old white men that have the kind of money to have tigers?
No, but we talk about it all the time.
Plane? Yeah, they're not my friend, and they're not on the same team as me. Now, what Carol Baskins was like 24 or whatever when she got married to him.
Yeah.
Some stupid shit. Like, I don't know. I got a lot more in common with a 24-year-old girl who might have been working as an escort when she met her husband than I do with old rich white dude with plane and tiger money and shady business connections. Because he made his money in business or whatever. Like,
Yeah.
the fuck does that even
business?
Yeah, like what does that fucking even mean? Like, what? I make money in commerce.
Yeah.
Import exports.
Yeah.
But hold on, but he fucking pardoned Steve Bannon. That dude's fucking crazy as shit, isn't he?
Yeah, Steve Bannon sucks, and Steve Bannon is dangerous as fucking. I'm
Look
not
at who
saying
was
that,
like Clinton.
Yeah, I mean, look at what Clinton did. Like, I'm just
Mark
saying, like,
Rich.
if you're surprised,
That's what I'm saying. Let's talk about it. Tell me about what Clinton did, Obama.
Well,
Tell me about this pardon shit.
Clinton pardoned like pedophiles and shit, or a pedophile, like because he was a donor.
Not shocking.
Yeah, it's not shocking because Bill Clinton probably likes him fucking young.
Yeah.
I don't think Bill Clinton is a pedophile, but I think Bill Clinton likes fucking teenage girls.
Yeah.
If that makes any sense. Not to be like the actually guy about like pedophilia or whatever, but like I don't know. Bill Clinton strikes me as a fucking hound dog.
Yeah, totally. He seems like the kind of guy that would hang out with my dad.
Probably. Bill Clinton's the dude that fucking sexually harasses the golf course girl.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's at minimum adjacent.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But I mean,
nobody good is on Epstein's logs.
Yeah. I mean, it's one of the things like, especially after he gets like high profile pedophile, because it's like, I gotta be real with y'all. I love y'all to death. If one of y'all come out and it was like you're a high profile pedophile, like we can't hang out no more. You know what I mean? Like even if you're my dog and all, like I can't be friends with a high profile pedophile. You know, international like just
remember to be a low profile.
Yeah, low profile pedophile's fine. You know, just
shit.
Keep it on the DL.
You know, his pardon list, you mean just the list of people I don't ever want to run into at a dinner party?
Yeah.
Like
this is the first time I'm paying attention to this type of stuff. So I don't know who's been pardoned in the past, what this kind of stuff is like.
Like Obama bumped up them numbers because he did but he even didn't go far enough. It was like again, it's that symbolic gesture bullshit they do. But my favorite Trump pardon is Lil Wayne from a gun charge he got in November.
Wait, what? I didn't know this shit. Are you serious?
Lil Wayne and Kodak Black.
Yeah, he pardoned them both, Kodak Black and Lil Wayne. And the Lil Wayne charge, I believe, is from November of last year. So I'm pretty sure Lil Wayne caught a fucking federal charge during quarantine. Like, how the fuck do you catch a federal charge during quarantine? What the fuck? You ain't supposed to be going anywhere, bro. What the
fuck? Called Trump and was like, Trump, you gotta.
Well, no, he come out. He supported him. Briefly.
I mean, yeah, true, yeah.
Briefly,
like Kim Kardashian too.
Yeah,
that doesn't hurt.
Exactly. Like if I thought Trump could pardon me for some shit, I'd say nice things about Trump. Be like, dude, The Apprentice was my favorite TV show. It sucks that you went into politics or whatever. I don't like your politics, but man, I loved your TV show. Can I please have a pardon? And I probably could have got a pardon.
I really did. I watched his TV show for sure. I wouldn't say it was my favorite, but we definitely watched a couple seasons there.
That shit is the most propagandist bullshit. They like
The Apprentice.
Yeah, because it's not even like his office and shit. Like it's like it's so fucking crazy but it makes sense that we'd elected the guy that was famous for being a successful businessman on TV. Like,
yeah. How stupid are we? Like I was talking about this with my mom the other night. They still believe that he's like a successful businessman and it was a good idea to put a businessman in a political office. And I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't think that I think we were wrong on this one.
I mean, like business has changed drastically since the days of like an Opie and like Andy Griffith businessman. You know what I mean? Like a Wild West like general store guy. Sorry, I'm talking my mouthful, everybody.
Nah, it's fine. But
it's not fine.
Shit, what was I gonna say?
Well, no, but I mean, no, they act like businessmen's like this virtuous thing, and it's not like robber baron type shit. And it's like, what? Andrew Carnegie was a fucking businessman. I don't want him in charge. You know, like,
I would prefer him over a lot of other businessmen.
Well, yeah, because he got off on his name. You know, well, yeah, Carnegie of all of them. But he still fucking supported him strike breakers by having his underling do it.
I would
But-
prefer him over Henry Ford.
Oh fuck yeah, Henry Ford is president. Like yeah, let's elect. But again, it's like business does not equal governance at all. Like
But they
none
use-
of the.
They use this to get into their heads because I remember years ago, my brother was talking about Trump being elected to president, and I was like, "Oh, this is a great idea because the economy is in shambles." So
But
like,
it doesn't work that way. That's the problem.
exactly, but they haven't been educated to know that it doesn't work that way.
But it also like they keep forgetting like who makes the economy, business people or whatever. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
So don't let one of them in control.
it's kind of like, oh shit is bad. Let's select one of the people making it bad. Like Trump, I
Yes.
can think of as no better example than someone that like it's just because he's rich that he's gotten away with all of the shit he's done.
Yeah.
You know, like the bank
exactly.
loans he got because he was rich. Well, that and the Russians were feeding it through Deutsche Bank or whatever. But you know,
Like MMT works if you're a government. It doesn't work as a business because that's
you
not
have to
how it
explain
works.
that to her.
Modern monetary theory. It basically shows that you can use like deficit spending and things like that. That like the thing is, MMT is basically money's fake, so we don't have to worry about it. But it doesn't count as business.
The MNT, well, because it's like we're playing you know, the president of the United States is playing roller coaster tycoon with cheat codes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
because but you know, we have a pirated copy. We don't have the cheat code. We can't do cheat codes because we pirated it or whatever. We don't have the power or whatever.
Yeah.
Dog, I swear to God.
All right, you guys want to let me look at
Oh,
this
I
now.
want to hear more. But what the fuck did Kodak Black get pardoned from?
I think
I
it's
don't
a
know, you
gun
want me to look
charge
it
too.
Gun charge again? What? Why are these guys getting so many? It's because they're felons, right?
Probably.
Yeah.
Let me see if I
Because
can
I mean,
find
if
it.
you have the money, you can buy any kind of gun you want. Like there are machine guns you can buy. They just cost 20 grand for a cheap one and like $500,000 for a fancy one. But like, I mean, you can have all of this shit. Like like the TI got popped for the fucking suppressors and shit. It's like, why didn't you just open up TI's gun store, dipshit? Like that's what all of them fucking. There are so many rich dudes that have firearms license because of the way the gun laws work in this country. They're so fucking backwards. Because we're allowed to have dealer sample machine guns.
Yeah. Well, all right. So they don't really say anything other than he was in federal prison after pleading guilty to a firearms possession charge after being detained at the Canadian-American border in March of 2020.
Yeah.
Yeah. Coronavirus. I'm going to Canada.
Don't bring your gun.
I mean, yeah, you can't. Oh, I'd love to bring some guns back from Canada.
Did I ever tell you guys that when I was traveling across the country, I only had an ounce of weed on me, but I got stopped at a border patrol. Have I told you guys this story?
No.
I don't know if this is even fucking relevant.
Yeah, it's relevant. It's always relevant. All of this is relevant. What the fuck else are we supposed to talk about? Everything's bad.
This is a shitty story, and this is like one of the stories one of the things that happened that opened my eyes. So this is like in the succession of like losing the house and then this happened.
Right.
So I was moving to LA and I have a super close friend that lives in England, right? And she comes over and visits me all the time. We lived in Orlando, so I could get her into the theme parks for free and shit. It was awesome, right? So I was like, hey man, I'm moving across the country. Why don't you just come drive with me? And you can get to see the country. Like, it'd be sick. And she's like, yeah, cool. I'm going to bring my new boyfriend with me.
I'm guessing where this is going. This is a guess who's coming to dinner situation, isn't it?
Kind of.
More like Sicario.
He was. I don't want to talk shit about the guy because she's my friend. They're still together. Like.
No, what I'm saying is you don't know. You didn't get the reference of guess who's coming to dinner.
I didn't.
It's the Sidney Poitier was a black lead, and he won. They win an Oscar for that. Either way, it's a big film movie. He's the black dude that comes to dinner to the liberal parents, and it was like a thing. I'm guessing the boyfriend's not white, right?
No, he's white.
Oh, okay. Then my bad.
Yeah, this might go a little bit differently.
All right.
So he comes over. He's cool as shit, right? But we start driving, right? I had already driven across the country. This is my third time because I drove there when I moved to San Francisco and I drove back. But we took a different way.
You went up the way, right? You
we went up.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't go 10 the whole way. So now we're going 10, and when you get to El Paso, you're right on the fucking border, right? Well, I'm moving to LA. I don't have weed connects. And I think this was before it was legal recreational use or whatever. So I didn't want to like go there and have to go through that whole thing of like getting your medical marijuana license and shit. I was just going to bring just an ounce of weed with me to get me through, right?
Right.
So we get to the border patrol check that none of us see coming, right? And
well, yeah, because you've never been to Texas. Go ahead.
And it's me.
If you've been to Texas, anyone that's ever driven on I-10's going, what the fuck did she not know about? Like,
I know.
They're like screaming into the mic right now. Go ahead though. Keep going.
I know. I was a fucking moron, dude.
Well, all right. So you get this border patrol checkpoint.
So we get this border patrol check, right? And I'm driving with 2 people from another country, and one of them's driving my fucking car right now. And they're just like, hey, we're going to need you guys' passports. And my friends are like, oh, they're in our luggage. So now we have to pull over with weed in the fucking car. There's fucking dogs everywhere. We're all shitting our pants, right?
Yeah.
And thankfully, because we're white, they just took their passports and were like, all right, you're good to go. But this could have went south, fucking.
Oh, yeah. If it was a guess who's coming dinner thing, if it happened to be I don't know, a Mexican guy, your new boyfriend,
right.
You would have been fucked.
That's what you're saying. Yeah,
yeah, you would have been fucked. Yeah, but also the dog thing, like that. The dogs sometimes just do it because the cops tell them to.
Do they?
Yeah.
I wouldn't be fucking surprised.
I'm completely. Y'all look into it. Y'all listening, look into it.
Years ago, I was like hanging out with my buddies in Ocala, and they had this video of this cop, like this ex-cop had made a video about how to like
the hide your weed guy. I know exactly.
Exactly what you're talking. And they're like, he told us to like buy deer piss and like put it on your car. Always have your dog with you when you go pick up weed and shit. I don't know if any of that's true, but
well, I mean, having the dog there, it all of it's true and it's not true all at once. That kind of shit. Yeah. A lot of that dude's advice was like, drive in the rain because cops don't want to fucking get out of the car. And it's like, yeah, just don't commit crimes. But also, like, this is,
but I don't smoke weed, dude.
I know. I'm just saying, like, they're good tips. They're good tips, but a lot of it is kind of like, man, if you weren't a naive white kid, you would have been fucked. Yeah. Like the fact that you took I-10 for any reason with weed. You brought weed to California. Like you brought your own fried chicken to the Popeyes. Like what the fuck? Like, did you think you weren't gonna be able to get fucking pot in California? Like
for a couple weeks there, I was like, I don't know. I don't really know anybody.
Bro, basically don't have it there.
It wasn't legal yet for recreational.
That is what the difference is. It wasn't there until it was legal.
No. I couldn't. For me to be able to get it, I was gonna have to go to a doctor.
Where did you get it in Florida?
Oh, from my buddy Joey off of fucking Curry Ford.
Don't say shit like that, you dumbass.
Just kidding.
Mark that, Crespo. We're marking it. 31 minutes in, she fucking gives up her fucking dealer's info. You mean your medical fucking card from California? But also
I don't have a medical card.
Well, the doctors in California are like, goddamn, it's like $20 on the boardwalk or whatever. Like, what?
That's how lazy I am, dude. I lived in Pasadena. I didn't want to have to drive an hour and a half to Venice Beach to go to... and then drive an hour.
You'll do 12 hours, 20 hours, whatever it is.
I'm not going to sit in traffic on the 405. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry.
It's fine. It's just like, you could have went to prison.
Yeah.
Instead of like.
And taking my 2 friends from another country.
Yeah. And got your friends deported and banned from America instead of like getting on Tinder and setting it to everyone and going, hey, do you have, you're like,
bro, have you met me, dude? Nobody.
I have met you. Yeah, I have. But also just like, you could have, like, you work in film. Do you not think there are potheads that get high? Like, do you not think there are?
Well, you don't want to move to LA and you're in a professional career and then like start your job. Hey, you don't know how long it is before you get your first gig, right? And then you don't want to be the person on set.
Why?
Like,
Just
who
hit up
has
the
a-
actors. The actors don't count. Hit up the actors, not the people that do your part.
Yeah,
Your
yeah, when you're a
technical part's
PA,
hard.
you're not allowed to be near the actors.
Some actors, the extras and shit. Do you think extras don't get high?
That's true, but I'm never on set, so none of this.
That's
is
true.
valid.
You are, but still, I just like of all the actors. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it another time. We got to get.
I know
Just
I was a
teasing.
piece of shit. I'm sorry, Becky. I'm sorry. I love
It's
you.
just your friend could have went to prison for a while. Also, you went on drugs with I-10. Like, it's just.
Hold on, ask me.
But it's
how
also
many
like something that
times-
seems easy to find anywhere.
Yeah,
Ask me.
it is.
I haven't ever done it, and I could find it in like 2 hours.
Ask me how many times I've been through that exact same checkpoint with weed on me.
Probably 1 billion times because you're
Billion
white.
fucking times.
I understand that.
Never learn.
Because, and you know why they know that? Because the DEA knows that you won't have any contact with a drug cartel.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's why. And they also know that I don't talk to Homeboy's older brother anymore because they're listening, I'm sure. So you're fine. You're never gonna get stopped again. You know?
No, I will. I gotta stop doing that shit. I shit my pants every time I do that.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, you shouldn't commit federal crimes. Like,
I know, I'm sorry.
Let's not admit to federal crimes on the podcast, please, guys.
All right, should we cut all this out?
No, we're not cutting it out. We're leaving it in. We're leaving in you committing federal crime, Brittany. We have to. We have to leave in the federal crime.
There's more to that story that makes me even shittier of a person.
Did you have an illegal gun with you too? Did you fucking
No. No.
How sawed off is your shotgun?
I feel responsible to have to tell this story from my friend's boyfriend Richard. He was a cool guy, and I was just a piece
You're
of
naming
shit.
names.
You were like, man.
Because I want to call him out. I want to be like,
this
hey,
is
man,
good,
I'm fucking
Sean.
sorry.
This helps because if I ever have to actually hide anything.
Oh yeah, we're narking.
But I've also told people, like, I've told people straight up, like, you know, somebody like when like I'll lie to the cops. I was like, I told them, like, look, if you know where I am, the cops already know where I am too.
Right.
Don't you give me up, but make them buy you McDonald's first or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, give me a
keep
Dylan
the
Roof.
thing. Like, I'm done. If they're coming for me, I'm done. Don't you go down too, dipshits. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know?
I already know the
But-
list
but-
I'm on.
Okay, I guess I get it. You're saying I shouldn't give their names out because of.
Well, no, we're making fun of it. It's fine because it's again,
Okay.
they're not they're
And also the crime.
I just feel bad. That's my friend's like boyfriend. He's probably gonna be her husband, dude. I'm sorry, yo.
Yeah, you should feel bad.
All you're doing, you're making it easier to Google.
Yeah, I know. You as we're talking about the security of it, you're like making it like, I don't know. Here's the thing. We're not famous now, right? But if we ever did get famous and they decided to not, like, that's why the Black Messiah movie is going to fix some of this with you. Someone in the
Yes, we need that
IWW chat
movie.
literally brought up, like, Brittany had the They Live and it helped, like, when that
Yeah, I
happened.
saw that.
Somebody brought that up.
Yeah. People are listening.
Oh god. All right. I'm sorry.
They shouldn't be sorry. I see you fixing your hair already. Look at you,
I
you
know.
vain bitch.
My friends from England, I love them so much too. I'm so sorry. I can't.
You're the biggest narc.
I
Like,
can't hear you, bro.
don't ever say like anything.
I definitely wasn't with Big Tim on the night of the 33rd of 33rd.
Yeah.
You know, he was with me. Like, what? You're that fucking kid that, like, when someone's mom calls, is like, yeah, he's with me right now. And it's like, what? And
I'm an idiot, bro. I don't know if
It's
you
fine.
met me before, dude.
it's fine. It's fine.
I'm not all here. I'm trying to find the pieces to put them back in there.
None of us have it. It's just it's anyone that tells me white privilege ain't real just doesn't get. They've never met white people. They've just they've never met non-white people. Basically, what it is, and they've never dealt with anything with non-white people in the car.
Yeah.
I got pulled over one time at 4 a.m. paying the water bill in Castleberry, right? And I had a gun on the front seat because it's a bad neighborhood, right? But I had the gun on the front seat and I was eating a Taco Bell burrito. And a cop pulled me over because he thought I was drinking out of a bottle, right? And he was so embarrassed when he thought it was a bottle, and he got up there, he didn't see the gun on the front seat or whatever, which I it was fine to have the gun, but I was supposed to keep it in the glove box, right? But I'd seen a crackhead on a bicycle floating around, and then I got distracted by the Taco Bell and I forgot to put the gun back, right? But so this all happened within a stretch of mile of 436, right? And he is so confident he's got me on a DUI because I'm going slow. I'm in a Cadillac. But what it is I'm in a good mood. I just paid the water bill. Like, I got that shit paid, and it worked, and I had enough money for Taco Bell afterwards, right? He was so.
Why are you paying your water bill at 4 a.m?
It's a drop box.
Oh, okay.
This is a long time
Why
ago.
did you question Tim saying something like that?
Yeah, also,
if anyone has paid their water bill at 4 a.m., it's Tim.
You're poor. I'm a dumb white chick. Like, let's just do
I stayed
this.
up till 8 a.m. the other day because Martin Luther King Day. I fucking forgot the office would be closed on Martin Luther King Day. I stayed up till I took an Adderall. I took my afternoon Adderall instead of it like 2. I took it at fucking 6:30 p.m. to stay up till 9 a.m. to make sure the water didn't get cut off just the other day. And I was counting on them opening at 7. They opened at 8. I was like, I am fucking dragging ass here. I've had an energy drink. I played 10 hours of Call of Duty with people because I'm like, I gotta be hyped. We won fucking 4 games in a row because I got double-digit kills.
God damn.
I took amphetamines at night.
I got double-digit kills because I took amphetamines. Mark that, Crossfire.
No, it's fine. It's my prescription.
That's the quote for the.
Yeah. I was out of buds. I'm like straight, like, man, you're good. And I was like, yeah, because my reflexes aren't dull. But I'm acutely aware just how bad all this sucks. But yeah, so the cop pulls up. It's 4 a.m. He doesn't even get past that. He goes, "Are you Timothy Murphy?" And I go, "Yeah," because the first thing, because he's got this, he's got the flashlight, and he's like,
"Yeah, mag light right in your face."
He's like, "Are you drinking tonight?" I'm like, "No, I'm what?"
It's not night anymore, sir.
Burrito.
And he saw the burrito, and he's like, "You weren't drinking out of a bottle, were you?" And I was like, "No." And I swear to God, he got back in his car because he was like, I can't put down that I pulled him over for being fat. I would assume.
Do you know how large you were going, sir?
Oh yeah, because there was like no real reason to pull me over other than I wasn't the Cadillac. That was back when I had the Mercury Grand Marquis. So I was in a Mercury Grand Marquis, and my hubcaps had fallen off, right? But my tags were good, my insurance was good, like. There was no reason to pull me over. My lights were on. Hell, I wasn't even high back then, folks. That was just back when I was crazy. I was just eating grief.
Oh shit! Well, did you guys know that? Did you guys hear that the Q people think that Biden is now?
Oh yeah, I've heard that the Q people. But go ahead and explain it for the people that hadn't heard what.
Apparently, they just, from what I understand, they just replaced Trump with Biden, which is kind of good, I guess. for me it is.
I mean, I would have liked it if it would be a lot cooler if the QAnon army was the Bernie Sanders president QAnon army.
Yeah,
because it'd be like they'd be militant for Medicare for all and UBI. Could you imagine the fucking Q shaman just like they're gonna blow up a courthouse till we get a fucking Medicare for all vote?
Dude, that is something I can get behind.
I know.
Where I'll find one
is
of
like
those helmets.
Trotskyist conservatism.
I'm so fucking glad that the side that like builds pipe bombs is not the side I'm on.
Not.
You know what
is
I mean?
that bad?
Yeah, well, it's just one of the things. Just like I'd be in prison by now, or I wouldn't have my limbs. You know what I mean?
It's the side that builds them with bad OPSEC.
Yeah,
That's the difference.
Yeah, true. I mean, it'd be cool to be on the side that built the ones that got planted on people.
I don't know what you guys are talking about.
We can't record that.
Yeah, nothing. Hopefully my voice got high enough the Zoom didn't get onto it.
It did.
Oh, God bless the boys in blue and the boys in the Blueberg Brothers suits in the FBI, keeping us safe from Chechen separatists.
Thanks, James Comey.
For a long time. Yeah, James Comey, famous FBI G-man. Y'all want to hear something real fun about Big Tim?
Yeah.
Go.
16 and 17-year-old Big Tim really wanted to be an FBI agent, so he started doing some digging on the history of the FBI. because I wanted to see what it takes to be one and become one. Guess who quit being conservative by the time he was about 21?
Oh shit! So that was your radicalized moment, huh?
So- It was one of the
you get the
start of it.
COINTELPRO and you're like, oh, that's bad.
Well, so so the only thing I knew of the FBI as like a teenager, right? And I'm like, I'm playing football. I know I'm gonna have to get in shape to do military or something, right? But I still want to be like a productive member of society when I grow up. But I don't really want to go to. I really, So I'm like FBI. I mean, I love what they did with the Ku Klux Klan, man. They fucked the Ku Klux Klan hard, because that's how I had known it from the Klan's perspective of how bad the FBI fucked them up from like some uncles, right? Like, the fucking Fed, like, So I was like, yeah, I want to work for the organization that just fucks with the Klan. That sounds tight as fuck. Like if I could get paid federal. By the way, I also thought, because, the X-Files, that they were rich. They
Right.
like Mulder's apartment. I was like, I could have that and just fuck with my racist family. Because I was sitting there thinking, I was like, how can I do crime fighting that doesn't actively involve the part of the family I like? Right.
And I get to live in Virginia?
Well, the Virginia part, like I looked up the FBI, like FBI field officers are everywhere.
Right.
And I had seen that movie with the reservation one where he was the FBI guy, Val Kilmer, forever ago. Either way, I was like, I want to be in the FBI. So I started researching the FBI and shit. And as I researched more and more about the FBI, I'm like, oh man, y'all did all kinds of shit. Oh man. No,
Who created acid? That's my favorite group.
Well, I mean,
the CIA?
No, I mean, acid was
DARPA.
You mean crack? Who created crack?
No, I thought the CIA or somebody had.
No, are you talking about MK Ultra?
Oh,
they didn't
that's
invent
right.
it. They just took advantage.
They just
of it.
used it. Yeah, that's
they
right.
They just took advantage of it because it was
illegal.
Yeah,
fuck that MK Ultra shit. I don't want any part of that.
I mean,
I swear I thought it was DARPA though.
DARPA that made acid. They might have, but
I could be wrong. But
DARPA. I think you're talking about the forefather of DARPA, the other acronym, because DARPA is the name they replaced it. And we only know about MK Ultra and all that shit because they stole them FBI files.
No, they were going to keep that secret from us?
Oh,
hey,
they did keep it secret from us.
I'm sure we've talked about this, Big Tim. What do you know about Montauk and that whole Stranger Things shit? Is it fake?
Probably a fucking raccoon carcass that a local newspaper needed clicks for. But if you're talking about that army facility there where the bioweapon shit, like that. All right. So Galaxy Brain here, because I've been hitting the CBD pen. I want to eat this steak thing, but all right.
So you want to watch a video? Is what you're saying?
Well, no. What I'm saying, I'm about to just tell y'all some Galaxy Brain shit here. Right?
All right, let's hear it.
This is probably not true. I have no real way to back this up.
Does this have to do with Montauk and Stranger
Yes,
Things?
God damn it! I'm just setting up
this shit.
I'm just setting. All right, so there's a conspiracy theory that all of the nuclear weapons and all of like the bioweapons and shit in the world don't actually work, and all the scientists are actually in on it, right? And like all the nukes in the world like won't actually work if they get launched and shit. And that Montauk Island, that bioweapons lab place there, right? There's a similar conspiracy theory about like the samples that are supposedly there of like anthrax and all that shit, like or of smallpox and shit. It's like that the scientists just told the government it's there, because the Soviets did it. There was a Soviet lab that was like, yeah, we got a bunch of smallpox we got stockpiled. We need a ton of money to keep this Soviet stockpile of smallpox secure. And there wasn't any stockpile, right? So I hope, in my hope of hopes, that island and all in that secret research lab is just them wasting the government's money.
That would be awesome.
But if the Montauk Monster's real, it's probably because DARPA's trying to engineer some kind of creature that looks like a cat that has a camera in it that can spy on us or whatever, and it failed.
That makes what I mean? Like more sense.
Or it's a raccoon that the fur got washed out and eaten by fish.
Yeah,
my cat's probably a Mothman.
Maybe, so. But here's the thing: back in the Cold War, man, the government, the military-industrial complex, spent money on all kinds of shit. Like, Brittany, you want to blow your mind? Look into The Men That Stare at Goats. Either watch the movie. You can just watch
The
the movie.
book. Read the book.
The
book
book's
is
better, but
get the audiobook.
the audiobook's fantastic.
Ronson,
Yeah,
John Ronson. It's awesome.
But basically, if like the Soviets would make up shit, and the KGB was so much better than the CIA because they have ideology on their side, not just like. I watched this documentary. I wanted to send Brittany to have it clip out. Like a KGB man was like, "That's why we were better.
Yeah.
We believed it." Right? Yeah, we believed
that
it.
for this.
You know, like,
all right, hey, can you help me debunk a theory then?
Sure.
Because I tell this to people and they're like, "Oh my god, mind blown," but I have no idea what I'm fucking talking about, right?
Like I do, friend. Like I do.
Well, I don't know. You might have some opinions.
Sean will pronounce it right.
So when I got into Stranger Things, I started looking at all that conspiracy theory shit. I like typed in, I don't know, I think I just typed in Montauk Research Facility or whatever.
Right.
Let me see if I can share this real quick. Do you got sharing on?
I do. I turned it on to make sure.
This right here pops up when you type in like Montauk Research Facility. What is this? Why is there a concrete barrier in front of the wall if there is no Montauk?
Looks like a radar facility, honestly.
Well, did you?
I'm talking about the picture though.
Well, yeah. Well, why don't you read the article? Now people are real gonna think you're stupid because you just.
God damn it!
Because Brittany, like the answer to your question might literally just be in there. Just click on that. We'll click on it. Let's find out what it said, and then
But this is 5 real life Stranger Things.
Yeah, I know, but
Long
it's just
this,
click
this
on the
nothing.
fucking. But that's where the picture's from. Scroll down. It's probably part of the fucking radar installation. It'll tell you right there.
That's it.
In bunkers, scroll up a little bit. Camp Hero, right? So Google Camp Hero real quick.
That's what I think was like, oh, that's so cool to me, because I think if you Google Camp Hero Montauk and you go
it's gonna come up with again.
It's the first picture.
Well, the reason why they do that is because Google missile silo, abandoned missile silo real quick, and click Google Images.
Is it gonna be that?
Now just Google and then click on that. You scroll. See that one with all the water on the top right? Scroll up. You see that one right there?
The top right?
On my screen, top corner. Yeah, right here. The very far end. 2 more over.
This one?
The opposite end, right there. That one.
one?
Click on that. Yeah. So there's just all that water and shit there.
Yeah.
That's why they seal them off with concrete, because people get in there and they do drugs and they live there and shit. And then also that's
the answer I'm looking for.
That's why they concrete up all that. Also, the government's wasteful as fuck, and sometimes they'll say they destroyed the equipment in there, and then they don't, and they just concrete up, and you can't get into there.
Yeah, find a contractor who's going to do their entire job.
It's like the contract is for environmental removal of sites. So a lot of that shit we had a defense ramp up in the 50s that was fucking insane, right? That we talked about that, industrial complex warning. We were really worried the Soviets were going to bomb the fucking shit out of us with long-range bombers and shit, right? So we built Nike nuclear missile sites all over the place. And then, you're thinking Nike nuclear missile, which, by the way, Google it real quick. You're thinking that sounds like something you launch at Russia, right? No, it's a nuclear anti-air missile. The plan was just to launch nukes up in the sky and shoot down bombers all at once, like that game Bomber Command or Missile Command.
These?
Yes. Mm-hmm. They put a bunch of them all over the place, right? Well, the fuel for that, you see that Nike missile site near Carroll County and shit like that? Those things, fuel was like cancer, basically. Oh my God. And we put them all over the place, and they were only in service for like 12 years because they figured out oh, by the way, this doesn't actually work. You can't just kind of launch a nuclear missile at a general direction of bombers. That's not how, and also the Soviets didn't have all the bombers. So we have a ton of facilities like that, again, they just waste so much money. Like we, at one point, tried to make psychic warriors. That's what that book, The Men That Stare at Goats, is about.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
wait. Is this in connection with the dudes in Montauk? Because they talk a lot of shit about stuff like that.
Well,
and whatever dumb documentary it is that I watched.
kind of, because basically what it is like they funded all kinds of weird shit. So it's not an automatic dismissal to go like, oh, the army wasn't working on super dogs that could eat communist hearts, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It is not an immediate dismissal. If you hear that there's a conspiracy theory involving the army or like really DARPA, Sean, now that he's back, will tell you, if there's a conspiracy you hear about DARPA like doing some kind of weird experiment, it's probably 70% true. Like,
Yeah.
Yes.
they do like they throw money at all kinds of shit. They've tried to and a lot of shit gets declassified after the fact. I mean, we tried to use pigeons as guidance for fucking missiles in World War II.
Yeah, if an acronym is involved, it happens.
Yeah, but you're laughing.
What's the acronym for the pigeons?
Well, the pigeons they focus longer than humans, right? And they train them that a ship would be different than the ocean, right? They train the peck at a different spot.
Yeah.
But it turns out they don't survive getting dropped from an airplane. You know, and so a lot of them would break their neck instantly, and also they stopped doing it. Hell, I mean, we were gonna send bats with tiny little incendiary devices to just burn Japan down, because Japan's houses are all made of wood, right? You know why Tokyo's so modern looking and shit?
Yeah. Or no, I don't
Stopped
know why.
existing.
Because we fucking burn literally 80% of the city. We used to make fire tornadoes. The B-29 raids would come at certain times of the day and get basically the meteorological conditions would be right, and we do the certain type of incendiary devices. And because Japan uses wood to build all their houses, the shit burned real easy, and we'd make tornadoes with the bombs that were just fire. So it's just a tornado that is literally just fire. And
Jesus
I'm saying
Christ.
it gleefully and all, and I shouldn't, but it's because it's just how absurd. But we spent a shit ton of money. We were going to train bats to drop them out of a bomb, and the bats were going to go up in people's attics with time-delayed incendiary devices to go off and like just burn down residential buildings in Japan.
Innocent people?
Yeah,
That's how it works.
Yeah.
that's how total war works.
Yeah.
Why don't you just create a coronavirus and unleash it?
Well, I mean, if they created it, they would have. The reason why coronavirus wasn't created is because we know about coronaviruses. Because like, this is like saying, if scientists kept telling you, hey, you really shouldn't put your house in the middle of a freeway. One day a fucking semi truck is going to like crash into your house, right? And you're like, nah, fuck that. The freeway is the best possible place to put a house. They've been talking about coronavirus strains like that because the flu shit, every creature on earth gets the fucking flu, right?
Yeah.
You know, and when was the last time you ever saw a pangolin hanging out with fucking a bat or whatever? Like, we should.
I didn't know what a pangolin was until
Exactly.
this year.
It's these animals being alive next to each other in these markets, but it's also just we ain't meant to be around so many people. But yeah, no, we was just gonna burn the fuck out of them. Just residential areas, just burn them.
That's
The
awful.
and the bats were gonna die too. That's fucked up.
You got to read Slaughterhouse 5, Brittany.
Yeah, I don't read books.
I know you don't.
It's
There's
one of the
there's
best
gotta be
books
a
ever written.
movie.
I read it in you got to read the
there
book.
is.
I never saw the movie, but I read that book in like literally like one sitting. It's so funny and it's terrifying. It's amazing.
And there's criticism of Vonnegut saying that he used Goebbels' numbers for the, the death toll addressing. But it's like, okay, so then the other number's 30,000. Like,
Right.
okay, so 30,000 makes it so much better than 100,000.
That's better.
He got the numbers wrong from the people that we firebombed from the fucking sky at night so they couldn't work in factories.
He wrote a sci-fi comedy book.
Yeah. Oh man.
Let's give him a little bit of slack.
Cancel it. Cancel it. Can't possibly. There can be no commentary about, I don't know, just bombing neighborhoods from the sky with fire bombs. Just because the numbers were wrong. My bad. You didn't kill 14 people. You killed 17. My bad. Sorry, you only killed 8 people, not 70. My bad. My bad. You're not a murderer now.
Right.
I didn't do the paperwork right.
Oh my God.
We going ahead, Brittany?
All right,
One day
I
we're
got-
gonna have a T-shirt that is "Go ahead, Brittany."
All right, I got one more in my cluster of inauguration shit. So I heard Joe Biden was going to a prayer breakfast. Is that the family prayer breakfast?
No, it happens like every year.
It happens every year. It's just a sign of the influence of just Christian dominions in our government.
Yeah,
That
exactly.
every president, no matter what. Although I don't know if Trump went to many of them, or if he did. I think he might have told one, like, I don't know, something about Catholics or something. But
That's kind of cool. Trump to
listen,
tell the fucking prayer breakfast people to fuck off?
well,
No,
yeah, but it's just he just
that
didn't
would
want to get up. I don't think he told him to fuck off. He probably just sent Mike Pence, who probably sucked every one of their dicks individually if he asked. Well, oh no,
Yeah.
Sorry, Mike Pence would never do that. And Mike
he would
Pence
go and call them papists.
Yeah, Mike Pence never thinks about sucking dick.
I heard that on like some news source the other day, and I was like, prayer breakfast. Like I watched that Netflix documentary. I know something. I know what prayer breakfast they're talking about.
Kind
Oh,
of,
the family, yeah.
Like it's yeah, but so this kind of all comes back into like the reason why the Illuminati like conspiracy thing won't go away is because it really is like real powerful people tend to congregate. You know, it does because. But it you know, it's just that's just how shit happens. Like, you know, I like older women. I don't spend a lot of time talking to teenagers on TikTok. You know what I mean? You know, like
there's a lot of older
that's
women
Brittany's
on
job.
TikTok.
I know. I had to unfollow a bunch when I first joined. I'm like, I just can't be watching sexually aggressive 40-year-old women all
There's
day.
some weird shit on
It's
TikTok.
so fucking weird. They do, and the whole genre is just them repeating what some other woman said, like lip syncing it in a different way. And it's like, you can't tell which one sounds like what. And it's like, I don't know, man. And I try to do just the following thing, not even the for you part. Man, the Chinese communists have got us beat for sure. They're gonna win.
TikTok is awesome.
Yeah, fucking. I could see you fucking literally being on there for. I'm getting all these notifications, like the clips and the shit, the for you things that people do. Like, it's like, it's so fascinating. I can't use it while I'm high.
And my thing is, I'll use it for like an hour, a couple times, like 2 times during the daylight, and then it's from like midnight to 3 a.m. It's just like,
well, it's because your brain wants to search for meaning and it can't find any meaning at all, and there's nothing you can do, and it's just you know, it's better than screaming into the void. Or you can download Warzone and you can start fucking killing people and plunder with me.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that when I get back to LA.
I can't fucking wait. I
me
can't
too.
wait till the eventual day when people pay to just see me play Call of Duty and yell at my dog. Dog, I swear to God, I can't give you more of this steak. I have to eat some of this myself too. I will.
Hey,
go on.
Explain to me what the 1776 shit is. I don't know anything about this.
Oh,
do
man.
it. I know we're getting to the point in the podcast where like I don't really have a ton of time left, so it's gonna be like me asking you guys to explain stuff.
I mean, listen, Sean eventually make it's basically they want to make sure that white people get credit for shit. I guess is the easiest.
But was it something that Trump brought in?
Yes,
kind of,
because
he brought it back.
No,
it's all the history that I learned when I was homeschooled 25 years ago.
It's the history that they taught fucking white kids in 1955. Like,
yeah,
it's like, yeah, you know, I think there's a children's book about one of George Washington's slaves baking him a cake and being happy about it. It's that, but on a history curriculum.
When Columbus got to Mount Plymouth or whatever, you know, that kind of stuff.
I think. Isn't this like a recent thing? Like, I don't know.
It's very recent. It's not. Well, it's not. No, this
recently come back. Right?
No, okay.
Come back. Yes. Okay.
Yes and no, Sean, you motherfucker. It's what she's talking about, and she's directly referencing. There is a new 1776 project or whatever. Which
I will take that.
Which is in response to that 1492 project or whatever. Which, and they're mad. They're mad at the 1492 for like telling the truth and like, oh, the number might have been inflated. It's like, what again? Like, the fuck are you talking about, man? Like, I caught you cheating. Yeah, but you thought I was sucking 5 dicks and I was really only sucking 2 dicks. It's like, yeah, but like, You told me you were going to get a job to help pay this light bill, and I just caught you with 2 dudes at once. Like, no. Yeah, but you said you caught me with 5. That's what they're doing. That's what they're trying to do.
Yeah.
Also,
Well,
that
seems to
has
be
never happened to
everything.
me. That's never happened to me. I've never had that thing occur that I just said.
I wanna
That scenario
clip
that totally scenario is just a hypothetical. It's not anything that's ever happened in my life.
Oh my god. All right. Am I moving too fast for you guys?
No, you're opening a worm can that would require 7 hours to explain the.
Yeah.
Basically, the project
Look at
you're
the thing I
talking
just
about.
sent in the group chat. That's the book that I grew up with, and that's from like it's got to be 1995
The Light and the Glory
Yeah,
by Peter Marshall and David Manuel.
I believe that is the correct one.
All right.
And that's like it's basically the same thing.
So
Yeah.
imagine what they're basically trying to do is go through history, and anytime it was like I don't know, George Washington was a shithead and we have proof of it, they're gonna be like, we don't have proof of that. It's just like,
But you have to think of the context of
yeah,
why
you
he
have to
was
think
so
of the
bad.
context why it was so bad. It's like, yeah, he said that he owned those people, but everyone owned people then. It's like what? It's basically
It's basically changing history, right? Is what
yeah.
it is.
What they're trying to. Well, they're trying to.
Massaging it.
They're
Yeah.
trying to massage. They're trying to like, just like the example, I used. Imagine I told you that I caught my girlfriend cheating with 5 dudes, right?
Yeah.
And then it turns out it was really just 3 dudes. Does that change the fact that I caught her with 5 dudes or with 3
No.
dudes? No.
Right.
So should we like take that part out of the history of my relationship with her?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm just gonna forget that. That's what they want to do. Just replace that with slavery. it's like they want to replace all of that part. It's fucking wild. But go look up who is the people that are actively authoring and supporting the 1776 project or whatever.
Probably Dan Crenshaw.
Well, I mean, yeah, I want to see the Dan Crenshaw videos, but I mean, like,
It
seriously, like,
doesn't have ideology.
none of them are historians for a reason. Like,
Yeah.
it's not historians being mad about this, and they're
Right,
mad
yeah.
because a bunch of fucking black people made a new history curriculum that's supposed to show the original sin of America that is fucking slavery.
Yeah.
The reason why the American colonies popped off, slavery.
Yeah.
If you don't have to pay the people to extract the resources, it makes the resources cheap as fuck.
Yeah, things get a lot cheaper when labor is not a cost factor.
True. But Biden just like undid all that. I think that's why I wrote it down, because it was like something that, and not undid it, but like for now, right?
Yeah,
So-
well, yeah. Basically, what he did, because Trump tried to make it like federal curriculum, like
Yeah, I
Trump
remember
tried to, and it was never going to pass. And it's just basically what we're telling you is that's above our pay grade, and just white supremacists are the only people that really are in favor of that 1776 project.
Yes.
And if anybody listens to that and you have a problem with me with that, come at me and I'll just have people smarter than me tell you that, which, I'll point you to directions with people that can't go to a border checkpoint will tell you the fucking actual fact of it.
Right.
I'll give you a list of black historians that will tell you that, well, they might not. They might not. Who knows? They might just say eat shit cracker and die. But
Oh man. All right, you want to see the Dan Crenshaw video?
fuck yes, I want to see that stupid one-eyed fuck.
All
Who
right,
could
it's
murder
on
me?
it's on Instagram, so this is going to be interesting. Okay,
Was
so the reason I'm showing you guys this video, this is a Keystone Pipeline video.
Oh god.
Oh, great.
And
Oh,
and the
God.
reason I bring up Dan Crenshaw, you guys are gonna tear him apart, and again, I'm gonna look like a complete dumbass. But I'm the one that hates Dan Crenshaw in this group, so remember that. But he seems to like so well be able to like explain this shit and just really like.
Well, it's easy to explain when you lie.
But it's like so fucking convincing. And is it convincing because he's like a young guy? And I don't know. You guys
No.
watch this clip.
without even knowing it, some of it is, yes, it is his conventional attractiveness, and some of it is like he's not a bad looking dude.
Right.
He also is somewhat fluent with culture. But hit the button. Fucking play
All
the
right.
play the goddamn thing.
All right. Let me see.
Actually have to support working. We're going to keep talking about unity, but they don't want to unify behind anything that the American working class might actually want. You talked about canceling the Keystone Pipeline. That's tens of thousands of union jobs. Union jobs, by the way, that pay a lot better than jobs for, say, solar and wind. On average, $20,000 better pay for oil and gas jobs than for solar and wind. And by the way, most of those jobs for solar and wind manufacturing, those are in China.
Yeah.
The oil and gas industry had to pay more to get people, because they work in the middle of nowhere and shit, because that's where oil is anymore. There's no more oil in downtown LA. They got it all out of the ground, right? But also, who the fuck cares about like that's like saying you're caring about the union jobs at the death factory. Like the pipeline was bad. Like no matter who built it, it's like. It
was a good slave overseer union job.
Yeah, it's
how dare they?
it's like with the coal workers thing. It's like more people worked at J.C. Penney's than dug fucking coal. Like every shitheel Republican business owner thinks he could dig coal because he owns a jet ski dealership. They're like, no, you fucking couldn't have. You know, it's like get the fuck out of here. There's no such thing as jet ski dealership owner lung. You know.
Right.
Yeah. When was the last time you heard of a disease that only affects sales managers or regional presidents? Yeah, well, that affects other people too.
The thing that like really misleads people is like he keeps saying the word union. Yeah,
because he's trying to use the cachet of that, and he's trying to appeal to people like you who are left leaning, right, but aren't necessarily aware of the. Just look at anytime something like this comes up, look at who's for it and look at who's against it, right? If indigenous people are willing to take water hoses in the freezing rain and shit for it, probably better than a union job. Just saying. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like that's who the people that put their body on the line and what they're saying versus a guy from Texas who is now he's going to be reelected enough that he's going to get a pension for the rest of his life. He's never going to have to do anything he doesn't want to do ever again. Really.
Yeah.
I mean, he might not want to do it, but I mean, like when I say don't want to do it, like he's never going to stay up to make sure the water bill got paid so it didn't get cut off. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
And police have a union.
The thing that I was going to say was like, the Republicans are the union busters. Like,
oh yeah, that's why I said it's easy to explain it and have it make sense if you just lie.
Yeah.
If you don't have to tell the truth, it makes it so much like
obfuscation makes a big difference.
Yeah. If I sold you my truck, I was like, yeah, I got this Ford F-150. It runs pretty good, man. I will sell it to you for $20,000, like right now. You're like, oh, all right. I mean, F-150, you thinking, yeah, it's a 95 and it runs good right now. Like, it's 8 miles a gallon. It's like, squirrel it. Or it's like, oh, I'll sell you my C10. I'll sell you my old blue truck. I'll sell you my 85 square body.
But it runs. He uses this verbiage, worst working class party ever. As if the Republicans
he's not wrong. Oh yeah, well I mean he's not wrong.
Are any better.
No, they're not.
Yeah, again, but this is just like Sean saying, he's not wrong. That's the fucking you're not immune from propaganda.
That's the libtard in me that's like, yeah, he's fucking wrong. The Democratic Party is for the working class.
Yeah, because that's yeah, and AOC showing up the Teamster thing.
Yeah,
she's a Democrat. She seems to be in it for it. Escamante, who's going to come on before too long, I'd say she's for workers. I don't think Nancy Pelosi or Dianne Feinstein are for workers. I don't think they have, but they've also probably never been workers. And
a lot of Feinstein's too busy trying to get the Confederate flag up in San Francisco.
Yeah, man, you're just making her just listen to the dollop, Brittany.
Yeah, that's a good dollop to listen to.
Just because I know you won't read it, but also you can just Google Dianne Feinstein Confederate flag and say she wanted to keep it. It's like, all right, why keep it up? No, no, I'm not. Don't Google it now. You gotta
I'm
Google
doing
it
it so
now.
that I can remember
Oh.
it.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, they are the. But it's. Have you ever seen an Onion article? The Onion headline is like, "Worst person you know makes great point."
Yeah.
It's that fucking meme right there. Just that's the answer to that. But it's like, yeah, it sucks those jobs aren't going to exist, but like that pipeline is going to leak because pipelines leak, and it's going to leak on the water to a bunch of indigenous people. They already moved it away from where the white people lived.
Oh, they did? They don't tell you that part.
yeah, they don't bring that up.
Yeah.
And
Wait, Brittany, when did this start?
What, the Keystone Pipeline?
Yeah.
I have no fucking clue.
Guess what president was overseeing that? Who sent out the National Guard and everything like that?
What does that mean?
Drinking a glass of water.
Yeah.
Obama? I was about to say Obama, but I was like, I can't say Obama. I'll look like a racist.
No, and you know why you think you look like a racist like that? Because they've used the fact that he was black to cover up a ton of shit. Just like the fact that a fucking Raytheon board member is now the defense secretary.
Nobody's black. It's okay.
He's black.
You can be a Raytheon.
He's got an inward pass. I got it. My buddy Javara said I can say it once. He said he just said the other day. Does that mean I'm black now? Like that, does that make it better? I don't fucking know. That's
it's
what
like
it feels.
casting a black guy in a Star Wars movie and making him the janitor of the Death
Star. Yeah, exactly. It's that.
Yeah,
it's like,
ignoring him for 2
John
movies.
Boyega, we hear you, brother.
and then going. Yeah, he's gonna be. Yeah, exactly that. Exactly that stupid shit. It's the performative empty gestures from them that I feel are even worse than the fucking. Well, I mean, it's not worse, but it feels that way because I'm a white guy who don't have to worry about that shit. And like, if I cut my hair and renounce y'all, I could probably be on fucking Tucker Carlson by the end of the month. You know what I mean? Like it's real easy to be this brave when I can fucking my fallback position is just bitching about Nancy Pelosi, the fucking I don't know, Tim Pool or whatever. But it's that fucking performative bullshit. It's like, oh, you stop the thing that you started and then you give and you know what? The Republicans are going to do this every time. The Republicans are so much. You one of the early episodes, Brittany asked me why I like Republicans, because they're not afraid to do shit like this.
To just straight up, just brutally lie.
Because they lie too. I mean,
Dan Crenshaw's whole Instagram is just that.
Well, remember we were supposed to get $2,000 checks. Now it's $1,400 checks.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
the Democrats lie, but they wear like Kinta cloths and kneel.
But they give me $1,400.
Yeah, that's exactly what they do. They lie. They're like, yeah, they'll.
1,400 is less than the 1,800 we got under the Republicans.
Yeah, it is. It is less.
Wait, 1,800 because we got 12 and then we got 6.
Yeah, that's 18.
Yeah. You're right. I forgot. For some reason, I forgot about the 6.
Yeah. I mean, it's right. Working class heroes, but working, it's like, yeah, Dan Crenshaw was right about something,
I won't clip that.
No, you can. Cold beer's good, Like,
he's right about some stuff.
Yeah, like Hitler was a vegetarian that liked animals. Like, it's like, got you, liberal. Hitler drank water too. Like, what? Okay. Yeah.
But the thing about the Keystone Pipeline too, isn't it? I used this argument on someone the other day. I think it was my dad. My thing was like, I was trying to be snarky and I was like, keep America first. Why don't we use our own fucking oil? Is that even an argument?
I mean, yeah, kind
Why
of.
do I cut off my own leg?
Yeah, kind of. I mean, well, you're not wrong with that though. It is like, we're going to, so we can get Canadian tar sands cheaper?
Yeah.
What about Texas?
Exactly.
How does Midland feel about that? I don't necessarily think Midland and, let's ask the residents of Eagle Park, Dallas, the fanciest neighborhood in town, how they feel about the Keystone Pipeline. And I bet you're going to find a bunch of Republicans mad about it too. Because, because they'll keep oil prices down. But also, like, the reason why they need shit like that is because they need us to have these creature comforts. They need us to have these cheap oil.
Is the oil like what you were saying with Winston Churchill with the By the way, happy Winston Churchill Day, apparently.
Oh, yeah.
With the famine, where he kept all the food from it, like we're keeping all of the oil to ourselves, right?
Not really. It's just we use so much of it. It's more of like yeah, my boyfriend beats me, but man, I sure do like living in this house. You know,
Yeah.
all these creature comforts. This air conditioning is nice. All because we gotta have cheap oil. If we don't have cheap oil, we don't have cheap everything.
Yeah.
I mean, the plastic shit. You forget how much shit's made from oil.
Yeah. There's probably stuff that I don't even know that's made.
Oh,
from
your
oil.
headphones are made with oil.
Really? Oh,
Plastics,
shit.
petroleum products. But like the modern plastics we have and shit are all oil. They're all oil extracts, byproducts and shit like that.
Yeah.
So
Oh, okay. So he was talking about like what's the word he used? Like solar energy jobs over like oil and how they're low paying or whatever. Is that even true?
yeah, I mean, kind of, but again, it's one of the things like, yeah, because the work is a lot different. Like, it's comparing, like, a lot of solar jobs are canvassers for solar energy companies where they go around Florida because of tax credits. Like, one of the sales jobs that are like so scammy right now is you go and you sell solar door to door.
Man, everything's a fucking scam.
Yeah, versus
I thought climate change was
well, I
real.
mean, versus
You can make a lot more money on.
Yeah, versus when you're in the oil industry, like you have to pay someone. Like Roughnecks make a lot of money for a reason because they go work 16-hour days for 6 months on a real hard, physical, demanding job, and or they're oil engineers and shit. So imagine the number of employees that have degrees in management, all yeah, no shit, they're less paid jobs, but like installing solar panels is significantly easier than being a fucking roughneck on an oil rig. You know what I mean? Installing solar panels is close to being a roofer, so it might pay like 40 grand, 50 grand versus $200,000 to work on the oil rigs. Like there's a whole subculture in Alabama, like where my dad was from, or not where he's from, but where he lived up there in Op and shit. Like people are truckers because there's no jobs in town. You can't make there's no $60,000 a year job in Andalusia, Alabama, or sorry, in Babby. There might be in Andalusia, but it's like the manager of Walmart or whatever. It's the same thing with them with the offshore shit. It's like you go work 6 months on, you make $100,000 a year, $150,000 a year. Which industry is going to have more higher paying jobs?
Yeah.
It's like comparing lawyers to people that work versus fry cooks.
So then that is an argument from the Republicans that is true then.
Yeah, it's true, but it's true because it's
allowed to be true.
It's allowed to be true. They're misrepresenting the context of it.
Yeah. Remember, like every time that whatever you get paid is the minimum that they will take away from themselves.
It's the least amount they think you'll take or you won't take it.
Yeah.
I think we fried your brain. We fried your brain.
There's a lot of words coming at me.
You want to talk about Star Wars for 5 minutes before we leave? You want to talk about something like that? A Mandalorian?
Y'all want to watch Garth Brooks perform?
I do actually would like to see the Garth Brooks.
So
let's end on the Garth Brooks because everybody loves Garth Brooks. I've mentioned on the show the only time I've tongue kissed a man was singing "Friends in Low Places" on a cruise.
That was true.
Yeah, I did it. I don't know why why would I lie? I'm a member of a religion that says you're not supposed to lie.
Because you're a comedian, and comedians say things to make people laugh.
I've told you several times, I'm only a comedian because people laugh at the shit I say.
That's true. You're right. All right. I don't know what this is. Like, wait, is this? Yeah, okay.
All I know is you wore jeans.
Yeah, what did you guys...
blame it on his roots, baby. He showed up in boots.
I mean, I
ruined your black tie affair. He literally is doing Friends in Low Places. He's ruined the black tie affair.
Just outside of this, Ross McCoy came to my sister's wedding and he wore shorts. So,
I mean, all right, shout out Ross McCoy, Tots with Orlando. If you want to hear Dirty Jim's wife yell at me that I'm not from where I'm from, trying to put a fancier neighborhood and like just being absolutely a belligerent drunk. And also, while we recorded that, his watch was stopped. And I thought we went into hell because we were talking about my childhood traumas because it was Christmas in July. Play that fucking video, Brittany, now, though.
Oh, hold on. When we talked about it on the last show, I thought he did more than just sing. He just
Garth
sings.
Brooks?
Yeah.
I mean,
No, I mean at the inauguration. I thought
he
there was
wanted to hold the fucking Bible. I don't know what the fuck he's supposed to do. The MC was Tom Hanks. He wanted to fucking
expect him
to break down the stage.
Do you think that was a direct having Tom Hanks MC inauguration?
That's very cute.
Yeah,
direct response.
Yeah, definitely to fuck with them. Yeah, it was for sure.
I love the Democrats, dude. They have Lady Gaga sing the national anthem.
Yeah, but they did that so you focus on that instead of the fact that they didn't close Guantanamo, empty them camps, pay us the money, erase the student loan debt. You know, they're using all that to distract us for a reason.
But like closing Guantanamo is nothing like dunking on the Republicans.
Exactly. It's
no,
nothing like it. You're right.
One is important and one isn't.
You're right. And I tell you what, and that's why, and listen, we're not immune to propaganda. If you don't play that fucking Garth Brooks video, I'm just going to pull it up my fucking self.
All right.
I want to see what the fuck Garth Brooks, he did show up in boots and ruin a black tie of hair.
All right,
oh my God. Does he take a glass of champagne from somebody? Oh.
Yes.
What are you yesing about? They're doing the fuck. I think they're doing taps.
Bring it home, Garth.
How sweet.
Wait, they had him sing Amazing Grace instead of any of his hits? They get the fucking #1 performer of all time.
There's your flag.
There's your flags, yep.
And they just get him.
Those flags look like his hair plugs.
What the fuck, man? He's not even a man. It's not even like fucking Mama Love Pop or nothing. He's doing amazing. Like, what the fuck is this?
What did Fall Out Boy perform?
You told me Garth Brooks was going to be here. He's just doing this.
Yeah.
This better not be the only fucking song else he sung.
I think. I mean,
this is the most Democrat thing.
Y'all know how fucking lucky we are as a group that I did not watch this live thinking I was going to get to see Garth Brooks. Like, if we were people that are familiar with the Chapo Trap House election night in 2016, where the one fella just melts down. You'd watch
kill
that,
yourself
but I have
and kill
rifles.
everyone around you.
Yeah. You might watch me literally start the second American Civil War. If what the fuck is this, Joe Biden?
They call this seppuku, I think, in Japanese.
What the fuck is this?
Yeah,
you
get the sword.
Get goddamn dark. You don't even get him to sing. He could even done he could done America is Beautiful or what he does Amazing Grace. It ain't even.
Bro, it is Joe Biden's inauguration. We just got Donald Trump out. Friends in Low Places is the song.
The thing about Garth Brooks is he literally looks like someone's going to build my pool.
He fucking showed up he looks like the person that owns the company that's going to build your pool.
Yeah, exactly.
That shows up to give you the estimate. In the truck that I'm going viral on TikTok now for.
Oh God!
I broke several thousand comments. Someone was, but
that's it.
Can you please see if he sung any other songs just in case? Because
I did a search for like Garth Brooks inauguration. It's all.
Oh my God! That's all he sings, is it?
Wow.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
That's like the perfect encapsulation of the DNC right now.
That's it,
bro. Y'all do not even understand what they just did to just millions of potentially good faith rednecks that would have if they could have got like you get him to do that, but you get him to sing the Friends in Little Places later with Joe Biden.
Yeah.
You get Joe Biden
Yeah.
to come out and do a chorus with him or
They couldn't.
something.
They had to have the new Radicals come out.
Oh yeah, to do that stupid fucking
They
the fight.
did come out.
Yeah,
Yes,
apparently.
I
Who the
didn't
fuck
watch it. I
knows?
don't know.
And,
They reunited because that was the one that wasn't cool. Fucking the dead one.
Right.
I swear to God,
one of them
I-
died. Was it the singer?
no,
he's talking about Beau
Biden's
Biden.
kid died. So
Oh.
I identify very much with Hunter Biden because my dad wishes that I died since my brother too.
And also, you could be your
wrong
dad's
kid
nephew.
died.
Yeah, my dad's never really expressed that directly to me, but you know, he didn't come help me on my birthday like the birthday after my brother died because my brother's dog's nuts were retracted or whatever.
Yeah, who amongst us haven't had that happen?
I was saying, it was the first birthday he was in the same state as me in a long time, and I'm his only surviving child. But he also sold the house he told me I was going to get when he died and moved to a place that doesn't have running water. So, you know, thanks, Dad. thanks, Dad. Thanks for blowing that nest egg. I cannot believe Garth Brooks only did. Bro, I am so fucking.
I thought it was a bigger.
I thought it was
celebration.
a lot more of that than that.
That is the most Democrat thing that you could. Bro, if I had, because I'm gonna be.
Hold on, man. Hold on.
I'm gonna be real with y'all. I thought about watching the Garth Brooks part, like, because it was, if I wasn't busy the other day, like, I would have watched that because I love Garth Brooks. He's the best. Did you know he made his own music service to rival? He had G Tunes, like him and Prince. Like he's. Brittany, let's end on a very positive note. Let's end an hour and a half of this stupid shit. But can you pull up real quick Garth Brooks' first video to Facebook real quick, and let's watch that together.
Like on YouTube?
Yes, it should be on there. It's not a very long clip, and maybe I'll look for it too.
I got it.
You got it. It's not very long, right? Okay, play it.
Yeah, it's like 45 seconds.
Play
Hold
it
on. I was gonna say there has got to be more to this because
no, I don't think there is.
Look at Fallout Boy; they got a whole stage show.
Yeah, but they played like afterwards or whatever. I think.
But when they said Garth Brooks, I thought this is what I was thinking.
Yeah, I thought Garth Brooks was going to have a harness. he used to fucking, and Garth Brooks would keep his concert tickets artificially low, and also the fact that Garth Brooks played Joe Biden's inauguration probably means there's a lot of rednecks just burning Garth Brooks CDs right now.
Oh yeah,
he did not need to do that.
Yeah,
and they did my man dirty.
He did.
But they did my man dirty if they have him come out and just do Just Amazing Grace, or maybe he only did it because he didn't want to go full out. But like Jimmy Buffett held a concert for Andrew Gillum. I'm just saying. If they promised Jimmy Buffett at this thing and Jimmy Buffett just sang Amazing Grace.
Maybe Garth Brooks is just dipping his toe into the Democratic Party.
He's a rich liberal.
I'm just putting
is he a liberal?
He's rich.
He's rich, but he's liberal enough to do Biden's inauguration, the Amazing Grace. But find his opening. Did you find the video?
Yeah, I found it.
Play it real quick because it's so charming and it'll cleanse the palate. Everybody, this is Garth Brooks' very first Facebook post.
All right, here we go.
It's official. We're now on Facebook. I really wasn't sure about this at the start. But then a friend of mine said something that just made all kinds of sense. She said, think of it more as a conversation. I like that. But I'm already finding out on my own is that it's wiping the walls out between you and me, and I really like that. It allows us into each other's worlds, or I guess in my case, the hotel room. When I think about things I want to post cool stuff, slick stuff, neat stuff. But most of the stuff I'm going to post is going to be raw stuff like this. Because it's just who I am. So if this is truly a conversation, then I say let the conversation begin.
Tim, put the lotion in the basket. So
Tim, he's a fucking psychopath.
No, that is an earnest and sincere man that got rich as fuck for no goddamn reason because he rode the top of a wave, friends. I promise you, I'm gonna give Garth Brooks because his friend Chris Ledoux, right, uh, who died, right. So Garth Brooks would not allow his music on Spotify or any of that shit for a very long time. I think it's officially an Amazon only thing because, of course, they offered him they literally offered him a shitload of money. Like I think they might have backed the truck up, but the only song for a long time you could hear with Garth Brooks actually singing on Spotify was on a record for Chris Ledoux's family, a fellow who died too early, who is referenced in Garth Brooks' first hit. He talks about I got an old tape of Chris Ledoux, right? So Garth Brooks, who would not like Prince level of don't put my shit on the internet, allowed his shit to be on a record for his, a duet of that was on there. So what I'm thinking is, again, remember, he was the most popular country artist at the peak of CDs, right? At the peak of making the money off that shit, right? So imagine what would happen if I became the absolute most famous TikToker there ever was. I would not have any more development past whatever I've got now. So I don't think he understands any of this. He joined Facebook in 2014. That's not an old video. He joined Facebook in 2014 thinking that, like, it was new. I'm telling you, because he's at a level of richness so fast, so young, that he probably has never done, like, he had somebody buy that phone for him to post that. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
Yeah.
when was the last time you think Garth Brooks handled his day-to-day schedule? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think that was a sincere message from a very, very rich man in a hotel room, bored out of his fucking mind, wearing a hat with his fucking logo on it, because he probably just doesn't have any other hats. You know what I mean? Like
Just keep showing up every day.
Yeah, it's like management made him put it on. You know what I mean? I could imagine in the future some agency making me wear something with a logo of mine on it. You know what I mean?
It might be me.
Yeah, it'd probably be you. Yeah, that might be the friend. You literally might be watching his equivalent. His Brittany told him, like, you have to join Facebook, you fucking asshole. Like,
Can't wait till your comedy bit about me being dead.
Because I'm usually like, Kevin, you are gonna fucking post TikTok videos. I'm gonna blow your fucking brain down.
Well, it's just explaining, like, look, man, it's not dangerous. You know, it's fine. You can post, Garth. You can post. Also, anybody got shit for him doing that Chris Gaines thing? They were going to make a movie and then they scrapped the movie. So fuck y'all. He was going to play himself he was going to play that character in the movie. He was getting in the character.
It's on. There's a Netflix documentary that me and my mom watched like a couple months ago, and he talks pretty in depth about that.
I'm just saying, Garth Brooks is okay in my book, but man,
he is a little crazy.
But Joe Biden, well, what was crazy about that? What was crazy about that?
I don't know. He just, I don't know that he's crazy. I think you just said it. Like, he's just not self-aware. Like, he's just not, he feels very out of place in all this.
Well, yeah, because, I mean, the man is probably not, he's been rich since like 1980 something.
Yeah.
Like, his first fucking, like, he worked real hard band act, but, like, what the fuck is he going to do on there?
Yeah.
You know?
I've never seen Randy Travis with emo hair, so.
Oh, Randy Travis, fuck. We're gonna do a mini series that's just me playing y'all country songs, right?
Yes.
The videos of them, and we'll probably do it sometime. It's gonna be good. I saved them. Alan Jackson accidentally advocates for socialism in one of his songs, but he was very mad that they let Beyonce sing at the Country Music Awards a while back.
Oh God!
So just letting y'all know. Yeah. I have a YouTube playlist called Country Music That Ain't Wrong. So
I'm ready for it, dude.
There's gonna be a lot of hoochie coochieing, and it's gonna be a good time, everybody. But yeah, I guess the like and subscribe stuff and all or whatever. And hopefully I'm not TikTok famous for next week. I'm not quite ready for the hassle of all that. But good night, everybody.
I have my Substack by next time. So we'll see.
Yeah, yeah. Sign up for the Patreon that we're gonna rebrand, but we haven't done yet. So, but yeah,
Brittany's editing that in right now.
Yeah.
Eventually, yes. It'll be, we're gonna do graphics and stuff. But fuck y'all. I meant to hit.
You
the button.
fucked it up.
You forgot to press the wrong button.
I hit the wrong button. I was gonna end with a fuck y'all, and it was gonna be great, and it prompted me. Man, it was so fucking smooth. That would have been fucking.
A PFT Media production.